Hey, yeah. What the business here, though? What the business here? Hey, first off, I want to say I appreciate all y'all for all that support on that true crime story, the Virginia spree killers. That joint gained way more traction than I thought it would. And now that I see that's something that y'all messing with, I'm going to keep on dropping stories like that. But I'm not going to stray away from what got me here, you feel me? We're gonna keep the regular train rolling, you feel me? Don't worry about that. That's why today y'all gonna get my part 23 of my addiction stories. We're gonna talk about a time that I relapsed. I think I don't talk about those times enough. You know, I always talk about being clean and being on it, but never really in the middle where I'm relapsing and trying to get back. And this is one of those stories. So without further ado, let's get into it. I go by D-Jack, but you can call me D. So I go extra hard on that hard flow. Call me D. Now, I remember this vividly. I was working at Amazon off of Bellwood Road for my people in Richmond, of course. It was going swell. Everything going good. I got the notion in my mind is I'm trying to change my life. I want to do things different. I want to be a different person. And it starts with making money, of course. I got to make some money to make these changes in my life because you can't breathe without paying $1 for it. Understand that. If you don't think you paying to breathe right now, I don't know where the hell you been. It's expensive to live, literally. So I'm gonna say a few months in, I meet a guy. Well, I really don't meet him. I already met him. I just didn't know I knew him. I mean, he looked so different. I didn't know until he got up on me one day while I'm at the snack machine. And he come tell me, "Hey, bro, shit, I be taking them Jones, bro. They don't even know." I'm like, bro, you getting paid good money here. How you can't pay for this? Whatever. So I get my snacks and we walk over to the table. We get to talking. You know, we start talking about life. Regular life. Oh, yeah, man, I got these many kids. Oh, for real, bro? You still messing with your baby mama? Yeah, man, she trifling. Man, I really need to get up with this bread. I'm trying to get some overtime. Man, shit, bro, if you need some bread, with the InstaPay. Now, I'm not sure if that's what they called it at Amazon, InstaPay. Shout out to 1017 Squirrel. Okay, I saw your comment. You said you used to hang out with Dickie. That's crazy, bro. That you even know who I'm talking about. I changed his name and everything. But shout out to you, 1017 Squirrel. Back to the story. I don't know if they called it InstaPay at Amazon. I remember it being InstaPay at Family Dollar. It's that process where you can get your money a lot earlier than having to wait those 2 weeks or even that week, you know? And the way Amazon had it set up, you could get your money that same day, bro. I'm talking about you clock in to go to work, and if you clock out for lunch, whatever money you just made from that period, you can get a percentage of it. Not all of it, a certain minimum. And however much of that minimum you want, you can take it out, transfer it to your card or whatever. I wish you would have never told me about that. As impulsive as I am, I'm still impulsive today, but I'm a little better with it, especially on the money front. But back then, I was horrible. I was impulsive. I couldn't keep money at all. So when he told me about this, when I check mine, I sign up, do all the things I need to do, and I got money already stacked up because the 2 weeks is almost over. And I got hundreds of dollars in there. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm hyped. Let's get it. But also remember at this time, I'm just now starting to want to get clean in my life. I'm just now thinking about F them perks, Suboxone only until I can get off Suboxone. But I have to fund my own Suboxone. I got to go to the street and buy them. Me getting Suboxone solely depends on if the people I'm getting from has them that day. If they run out, I run out. I wasn't getting a script at the time. I wasn't in group at the time like I am today. Shout out to my counselor, Katie. I always had to keep up with having enough to make it through the week. Couldn't do no day-to-day shit where I got to buy one each day, buy two here and there. No, I had to buy some for the week so I wouldn't have to go keep touching it. But when he put me on game about this, bro, it wasn't just Suboxone. Nah. I'm going to buy all that I wanted to buy. All important, of course, but also shit that I didn't even need at the time. Spinning. Thinking in the back of my mind, oh, I'm going to work tomorrow anyway, stack it back up. But I'm not thinking about the grand scheme, bro. You want that money to sit so by the end of those 2 weeks, you can have a big chunk instead of having little tiny chunks every day or every other day or every week. When my check come, it is tiny. Oh my God, bro, that check was so small. I was so pissed. I was so disappointed, but it wasn't so small to where I couldn't still handle business. You know what I mean? It was just smaller than regular, but I kept doing the same thing I was doing the week before. Spinning. So the next check came, it was smaller than that check, bro. It was barely over $100, bro. Imagine working 2 weeks and your check is barely over $100 because you've been dipping in it for the past 2 weeks. And because I was doing that, I was at a crossroads, came at an impasse. I had to choose, not really choose, but I had to make it work. I had to figure it out. My newborn baby girl, she needed diapers. My phone bill needed paying, and I still need to make sure I got Suboxone for the rest of the week. So of course, I'm gonna get them diapers. Above all, I don't give if I gotta go through withdrawal for the rest of the week. I'm gonna get them diapers. I asked my girl like, hey, is there anything else? Nah, you good. All right, cool. Throw some wipes on top, and I'm gonna say I spent about a good $40. Everyone needs a phone. This is 2020, around that time. Either way, everybody needs a phone. I don't care who you are. You need a cell phone today. But by now, I can't afford it. My phone bill was $80. My brother said he'll put up half. Hey, if you get half of your phone bill, I'll give you the other half. Cool. But once I do that, all I got left is a good $20, $25. Of course, I take the rest of what I got and I buy as much Suboxone as I can. Suboxone is going 10 a piece at this time. My guy, he looked out for me. Give me 3 for 25. Cool, bet. But I'm knowing this ain't gonna last. I'm dreading when I get to the middle of that week and I run out. But I know I still got the InstaPay. But I also don't want to repeat the same mistakes. I'm gonna end up in this everlasting loop, not having a good check. So when it get to that time of the week where I know I'm gonna run out, I had this little small piece left. This was like my backup. I always kept some type of backup hidden somewhere, and I would hide it from myself, and one day when I remember it, when I need it, I go get it. It was less than a quarter of a strip. I'm pretty sure people who take strips know what that looks like. I go through the whole beginning of the day without taking a dose, and I take it at lunch. That way I'll be good for the rest of the day. But the next day I wake up, I already felt that mild withdrawal. I already knew what time it was that day, and I already didn't want to ask nobody for nothing else. My brother already looked out. Last thing I want to do is call my girl. Pretty sure she got it. In my mind frame, I don't want to have to ask her. As a man, I know a lot of men feel this way, bro. Don't want to have to ask your girl for nothing. You want your woman to feel like you hold shit down. You got your shit together. You doing better. You say you was gonna do better. Why you ain't doing better? Why you ain't got no money? You at work. You making great money. I tap in with my sister. Not my real sister. Shout out to Star. And I go over there, ask her if she has some. Sometimes she sell them because she sell perks too. She like, nah, all I got is perks. You know, I ain't got no subs right now. And she was like, look, I'll give you one of these just in case, you know what I mean, if it get too bad. She telling me that she used perks at one point to stop taking Suboxone. Blew my mind, because I'm like, I thought we was taking Suboxone to not take the oxy, and then we going back to the oxy to not take the subs. But when do you know not to take the oxy no more to know that you off the subs? Like, it's confusing as hell. But I'm gonna keep it simple. The day that I'm off subs, I'm gonna go straight cold turkey whenever I start that journey. I'm looking at this 30 because she giving me a 30. It's in my palm of my hand. I'm like, I don't want to take it. I don't even want it. I'm thinking about feeling bad. I don't even have the craving of wanting to get high. I don't want to get high. So I end up taking it, not taking it, but I just put it in my pocket and I go home. I try to go the whole day, and I actually end up going to work that day, and it was brutal. After lunch, I was done. I had to leave. I left work that day, so a half day's of work is gone because I'm going through withdrawal. Now that I look back on it, hey, maybe you can just take $10 and buy one and try to stretch it. I'm just thinking in my mind, if I do this, I'm up the cycle, because like anything I've done in the past, I've done it in excess. If I do it, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna run it to the ground until I get tired of it or I can't do it no more. So I knew if I touched any of the money, I'm gonna touch all of it. And I'm just at home chilling. I'm gonna say 3, 4 in the morning, as this withdrawal is getting so brutal, I take a half of a 30. And let me tell you, I don't know if it's because I ain't take it in a while. It had been a good amount of time since I had took any oxy. I swear it felt like it was almost instant. I'm gonna say at least 10 minutes later, everything come rushing in. That warm feeling like you under a jacuzzi, but you're not in the jacuzzi. It's like the jacuzzi is in you, right? I hope you follow me. Like, just understand where I'm coming from. Like that warm, bubbly feeling in your body. You know what I mean if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. And I feel guilty that I'm enjoying this feeling. But that guilt didn't last long because the feeling overpowered all that. Because it doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mental. Everything is great again, y'all. Now I'm thinking, man, I should have stayed at work. But if I would have stayed at work, I wouldn't have got this feeling, right? Do not let the perks, the oxys, trick you out of your position, bro, because it would definitely do it. It would make you think that this is okay, bro. Sit at home, play video games, bro. The next day comes. I take my other half that morning, thinking, what the hell am I gonna do for the next 2 days or day and a half? What am I gonna do? I cross that bridge when I get there, I thought. And all of a sudden, bro, I was like, man, you know what? I ain't going to work today, bro. I ain't going to work today, bro. I was trying to justify that with, I don't know if the perk gonna last long. I might go through withdrawal while I'm at work. This is what I'm telling myself. But really, just as that physical feeling came back, that mental, that emotional feeling came back too. I don't want to ruin my high now. This is my second dose. I don't want to ruin this high. I want to feel good. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna feel like this. And I spent the whole day doing nothing. Now, I'm not saying literally doing nothing, like just sitting there, but I played video games, I watched movies, wrote some music, I think. Basically, I did nothing. Before all this, I was supposed to spend time with my child after work. The first time I had took it, but I didn't go because I was going through withdrawal. Called my girls like, look, I'm not coming. I gave her some excuse, went home, and that's when I had took the pill or whatever. I get a call from my girl. And she asks me, hey babe, when you think you'll be here to drop off the medicine? What? I didn't say what to her because that would entail that I forgot. I knew exactly what she was talking about. It was planned. I was supposed to bring my baby some medicine because she was sick after I got off of work. My usual routine is get off of work, go see my kids, go home. That's the routine. And because I stayed home that day to be high, I forgot all about it. I didn't even have the money to get the medicine. But like the man that I was, I wanted to make it seem like I had it together. At that moment, I had to touch it. If I touch it for any reason, it gotta be for a reason like that, especially for my baby. Her being sick, especially. I transferred the money. I waited until I got to the store to see how much it costs and then transferred it. Because I was just that gun-ho on not repeating the process. So when I get this medicine and I go take it to her, she doesn't know I was at home all day. She doesn't know I wasn't at work. You know, she think I've just had a regular day and maybe I'm working late. We talking, hey, damn, babe, you must be tired. Because my eyes a little low, my eyes red. I got that sluggish look about myself, but I'm just high. And I'm feeling so goddamn shitty because I'm lying every time I speak right now. Everything I say right now is gonna be a lie because I didn't do anything I said I was gonna do today. We chill for a while. I spend the time I was supposed to spend with my baby. I kept saying babies. I keep forgetting I have 2 kids now, but then it was only 1. I only had a daughter at the time. After spending time with her, it's almost time for me to leave. And before I leave, Kendra stopped me like, hey babe, hold up. I go back in the room and she hold out $50 for me. I'm like, what this for? I wanted to give you an early birthday present. I know your birthday coming up and I don't know if I'm gonna have it on your birthday, so I want to give it to you now. When I say I wanted to break down crying, bro, but I didn't, not in front of her. Went in the bathroom, got myself together. When I got out, gave her a kiss goodbye. And you know, as I'm walking out, I'm telling myself, never again. I don't never want to feel this way again. I don't never want to lie to her like that again, bro. Not only am I lying to her, I'm lying to my baby. Any fathers out there dealing with addiction and you got kids, looking at it like I'm not just lying to this, I'm lying to my kids. If I say I'm gonna get myself together and I still go do certain stuff that I'm not supposed to do, I'm lying to them. I'm cheating on them. I'm turning my back on them too. So as I had time to sit at home and think about this whole shit, and I'm like, all I had to do was call on my partner, my teammate. But I'm so prideful in myself, I don't want to let her know I'm down bad. So I'd rather go relapse. I'd rather relapse to make it seem like I don't want to repeat the process of spending all my money, then call on my partner so I don't have to relapse. You see that logic, that stupid fucking logic? Because of that ego, because of that male ego. Under all that addiction, you still got that fucking ego. I would eventually tell her this story. I would eventually tell her that. And she told me this right here. She said, that's what I'm here for. That's what you're here for. And for y'all guys out there, man, stop letting that male ego hold you back from certain. That pride holds you back from so much shit. I'm talking about we let our pride get us killed. Help us relapse. Our pride will have us going through pain. We don't want to tell somebody because we think we weak if we do. And ever since then, bro, I was a lot more vulnerable with my woman. And because I was more vulnerable, it was a lot easier. Because it is a lot easier, life is a lot better. Now, I did relapse one more time after that. And that was the time where it was another work situation, but it was totally different to where, hey, I don't have any Suboxone. I got a pocket full of money, can't find none, but I really need to go to work. I was in bad standing with this job. I had already missed days. I was being late. I had to go to work, but I was not finna go to work and withdraw. So I went to go buy a pill. It was something somebody told me, and they said that your recovery, your sobriety should come first before anything right now in life. Because if it doesn't, that addiction will come first. If you don't put your recovery first, your addiction will trump all, bro. Recover completely first and everything else will fall into place. I remember when I used to be on perks, I used to say, man, if I could just function through life without having to buy these shits, bro, I can be whatever I want to be. I can do whatever I want to do because I got so much ambition, so much shit I want to do. But I knew that addiction was holding me back. And now look, I'm enrolled into college courses for graphic design. I'm running a little small online graphic design business, working a 9-to-5 job, running a YouTube channel, doing everything that I said I wanted to do back then. But we not gonna go back and say I shoulda, coulda, woulda. We just gonna say I needed to go through all that in order to be here. So I hope y'all got some out of that story. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay positive, y'all stay sober. If you ain't moving, you losing, my boy. And we out, babe. Call me, D.
Hustler talk, no comment though, just paper chase. Chasing my dreams, my nightmares ain't got no money. Just a cardboard sign and they existing so bummy. And they want me down with them at the bottom of the barrel. I don't want no parts of it. For that life I